The Allah house was never quiet. It breathed in sharp words and exhaled broken silences. Even in the dead of the night nor at clock dawn, neither when the neighborhood dogs called into themselves and slept, the house on that wide ever-busy street in Ibadan echoed with tension, thick, sour, and unrelenting. Mr. Allah believed he was a man of authority. That was what he told himself when he shouted. When he slammed doors. When he raised his hand. When he tore his wife's dignity apart with words that cut deeper than any blade. Mrs. Allah believed she was supposed to keep enduring, and that's his own way of showing love. That was what she told herself when she stayed. When she cleaned up after him. When she covered her bruises with long sleeves and her pain with silence. And the children, Miriam and Mariah, learned to survive in the language of storms. Miriam, the elder, learned to read footsteps. To know when her father's breathing was too hard, when his shoulders were too tight. She learned to shrink, to hold her breath and only exist in corners. Mariah, the younger, learned to hope. She still laughed. She still sang in the mornings and believed someday it would be peaceful here, that love could grow even in cracked places. But love did not grow in that house. Only fear did. The day Mariah came home from NYSC, the house pretended to be normal. She arrived with a small suitcase, sun-kissed skin, and a laugh that sounded like a forgotten melody. She hugged her mother first, long and tight. She hugged Miriam next, whispering, "I missed you, big sis." She read her father's mood if it's safe to talk before greeting. Mr. Allah gave her a stiff nod. So NYSC is over. Time to face real life now. But for a moment, just a moment, the house felt lighter. 2 weeks later, everything ended. It began, as it always did, with a small disagreement. Dinner was late. Mr. Allah's voice rose. Mrs. Allah tried to explain. The explanation became an accusation. The accusation became an insult that led to shouting. Miriam was in her room, hands pressed to her ears. Mariah had just stepped through the front door, holding a small nylon bag of bread and eggs. And then, the sound of something sharp cutting through air. Mr. Allah had grabbed the nearest object in his rage, a metal paperweight from the table, and hurled it without aim, without thought. It struck Mariah at the temple. There was a silence so sudden, so unnatural, it felt like the house itself had stopped breathing.